Hello and welcome to another episode. This episode is all about the new Kia app and how it lines up against the previous Kia Connect version and also any issues I've found. I'll also try and explain where things have moved to compared to Kia Connect. So we'll start off on the Apple Store and just look at the notes on there to explain what it can do. If you pull down to the second screen, you'll see that it also runs on the Apple Watch, which is a good feature, I guess. Okay, just reading through the release notes. These are the things it can do. My Car Insights, just for you. Register your vehicle to remotely control your car, monitor its status and get notified about important events. Same as Kia Connect. Select your preferred dealer and book your maintenance appointment based on your availability. Search and use nearby charging stations with our charging station finder. Activate your Kia charge contract with exclusive tariff. Review your charging history and invoices. The owner's manual, find guidance about all the vehicle features with the help of Kia's official guide. Driving insight, monitor driving habits and vehicle status with detailed driving data. Integrated pay, make and manage payments with Kia Pay and upgrade purchases and subscriptions. Smart maps, navigate with ease. Check electric vehicle charging stations for your Kia EV and fuel stations for your combustion vehicles. Check your vehicle's location on the map. Share your vehicle's current location, destination, remaining distance and estimated arrival time with your contacts. Share your location in real time. Remote vehicle control, take full control. Feature availability varies depending on model. Remotely control the climate system, hazard lights, horn and windows with ease. Access detailed vehicle information when warning lights turn on. Start charging, monitor status and schedule charging sessions for your Kia EV. Digital key, lock and unlock doors and start the engine with your smartphone without a physical key. Once again, that digital key depends on ultra-wideband in the Euro models, so you'll need a phone that supports ultra-wideband or it has to be on the compatibility list. So many phones don't support that. Valet Mode, protect your personal information by limiting navigation and certain controls when handing over your vehicle to a valet driver. While in Valet Mode, check your vehicle's current location and driving information from the app. And then permissions and privacy, access features with ease, notifications, optional, get alerts for remote control results and real-time vehicle status updates. Location, confirm your parking location, send your destination, check your location for route guidance and enable proximity remote control for digital key. Camera, optional, set profile pictures, use digital frames, register your vehicle via QR code and utilize AR guidance for parking locations. That's augmented reality. So if you open your Kia app, it may ask you to log in again because that's one thing I've found. It seems to last about a day, but so far it's lasted 2 days, but it's maybe logged in twice already. Sometimes you'll get that EV3 screen, which has got a few remote control buttons which you can configure. So that is the first screen. Oh, and if you're looking for the odometer, if you press on this floating green button here, it brings the car up, but you only see the odometer reading if the car's not plugged in, as far as I can tell. When you're doing vehicle to load, obviously it shows your remaining energy, but you might also do this if you're being charged. I'll have to check that. I also noticed when I first opened it, this screen, it showed the mileage as miles on the odometer, and every time since it's switched back to kilometers, which is a bit weird. Another little bug. Actually, the iOS app shows it correctly, consistently, whereas it seems to change on the Android version. Then you've got the map screen. You can actually do all of the map guidance and charging location things that you do on the head unit in here, which is a big improvement. And then you've got control, you've got remote controls, and this is where you set the climate control, and there's a separate button there to set the climate control, like the seats and what will come on and all of those functions. You've also got the EV menu, and then from within there you can start battery conditioning, schedule charging, and if you press on the settings cog, this is where you set scheduled charging. You can set the target charge level, vehicle to load minimum percentage, notification before end of charging, and the AC charging current. That's currently on the EV service menu on the Kia Connect app. Then you've got the store, Kia Connect store, find a dealer, test drive, build your Kia, and Kia tariff, Kia charge, which if I click on that I can get into my Kia charge app details. Kia Connect store, nearby dealers, and Acorn Burntwood is my nearest dealer. And there's a list of them there. And then vehicle. And you can check the maintenance and reserve charging session and in-car payments. Then you've got my trips, and there's a few graphs of distance, and there's the driving safety score. This is also available from the first screen as well. To set the miles and kilometers, if you want miles, go that there. That's also available on the first screen. And then settings, and then distance unit. It's got mile and yard. So going back to the first screen, you can put in a destination there, or you can go straight to the maps and put it in there. And you've also got your miles per kilowatt hour efficiency, current since recharging an average, your driving insights, and your driving safety score, and you can press on those and drill down. So I clicked on that, and I think you can go down and get your date ones. So these apparently are 8 hours later than they should be because of the clock on this app is using Kia's Korean servers. If I put driving record for May, then I can go backwards. I can try. No, it's not going sideways, is it? I'm sure you can just scroll, or well, it's just very funny on the buttons, isn't it? So when we went to Devon, and your energy usage screen is in there. A nice graph you can drag over. Max and min, no. Oh, that's it. Scroll down a bit. Okay. If I've gone back to the first menu again, driving insights, and then back to there, and you can scroll down. There's a few Kia type adverts for the store and other stuff. Now, the interesting thing on the maps, if you go to maps, and if I put Tesla in, can't spell Tesla. Very interesting, this. If I do this on my head unit, it doesn't find the Tesla chargers at all. But notice there's a massive Tesla charger stop opened at the outlet at Cannock, and it shows it's 3 miles away. Yet you can't find that on the current maps, which came out the end of March. So if I route to that, I can send that to the car, and now I can now navigate to Tesla chargers, whether or not they're open or not. Now, if they've got contactless, they're open anyway. But Some are and some aren't if you're using the app. So that's one interesting thing. Now, on the Maps button, you've also got the charging destination charger state of charge level, and you can set, but you have to know where it is. And where it says EV Route Planner, if you scroll down, you'll see you've got your target charge level when you on DC and AC, and then you've got the minimum charge level, a charging station and destination. So these are the same settings you now get inside the latest version of Maps. As I say, you can't find the Tesla chargers directly on the current Maps, but if you look in previous destinations, it's sent that previous destination to the car, and you can see it lists Tesla, and it appears. So it knows about it in this Maps database that's on the new app, which must be coming from Korea. Yeah, my built-in maps don't see it, and my online maps don't see it as a charger. So that is a step up. And then if you press the control button down the bottom, you've got some remote control functions, like you've got the climate control, which you have to press and hold to start, and you've got the settings, which I've already covered in the other screen, and also the seat ventilation controls, which you can set up. Then you've got the lock button, and then you've got the horn and hazard warning light control. So I've pressed that once. I did try this earlier, and it won't operate when the car's turned on, unless there's another way of doing it. So I'm going to turn on just the hazard warning lights by pressing and hold it. There we go. Press and hold, will it turn it off? No, I think it'll stop once it's done its 30 seconds. Unless I press lock and unlock. And then you've got the horn with the hazard warnings. We'll do it for 30 seconds unless you press lock. And then you've got the windows. So I press that once, and you've got open windows. That'll open all 4 windows on the GT Line S, or 2 windows on some of the other trims. And the ventilate button lowers them a little tad, all 4 windows on the GT Line S. So I'll do ventilate first. And to close them, press and hold close. But it must lower them for safety reasons first and then close them, just in case anything's stuck as a safety precaution. Probably a good idea. Or if you press and hold open windows, it'll open all 4 all the way. And that's all 4 open. You can press on the car there, and there's other ways of making it ventilate. I'll open the windows and also locking doors, so a different kind of way. So there's more than one way to turn on climate and locking the doors and some of the features. And then you've got vehicle to load, which takes you to that screen, which is the EV section of control. And this, as I say, the settings, scheduled charging, target level, vehicle to load minimum, notification for end of charge, and AC charging current are in there. and that must be the climate control. Press and hold to activate climate. Yeah, that's another climate control button. Schedule climate controls there. Vehicle diagnostics there, which is in the status screen on the Kia Connect. Look on the middle button down the bottom. Vehicle status. That's what I got from pressing on the car, I think. And the EV menu I've already been in. Right, to set Valet Mode from the app, you need to be in the control screen and you have to scroll across to the end. Press and hold that. Activate Valet Mode. Press and hold it again. And when it becomes active, it appears as the second item on this list, scrollable window thing. So press and hold that again. Deactivate Valet Mode. And those are your remote controls. And then you've got the store. And then you've got a floating remote control setup there that can pop up anytime. And those 4 buttons you can change in the setup there to whatever you want. And then vehicle. These are the other settings you find on the last tab of Kia Connect. You can make service reservations of your service history eventually, but I don't think it's all there yet. Reserve charging sessions and see in-car payments. Look at my trips, which we also found in the other screen. And so you select them from there as well. Yeah, so you driving record for April. That's another way into April's figures. And then you've got the energy usage tab. And it's got the metric 14.2 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, so that's the metricated version, even though we've got it set to miles, so that's another one that's set wrong. And you can hold this over the figures. Same goes for that. And that's the energy usage, that's not clickable. I've got this service is currently not available, so something's missing from there, I'm not sure what. Go back. Driving safety score. You can see what your warranty record is and how long your warranty is. So my warranty registration date, and that's in kilometres as well. Expiration dates for paint, anti-perforation is 2037, infotainment system is 2028, battery system assembly is 2032, and the basic warranty is till 2032 also, but I heard the battery was 8 years. You'll also be able to check your warranty book, but I don't think that works yet. Driving safety score, you click there. Not quite sure what it all means. Driving distance, harsh braking. I mean, I've got my average speed for some reason 5. Driving hours 10. Driving safety report. How to improve your driving safety. $97. I haven't really been using this enough to. Anyway, you get the idea. Click on the settings tab there. You're back to vehicle management. Kia Connect info. Digital key management, alert services. This is like the end tab from Kia Connect. Vehicle software version. There, we're on vehicle system 25.3.1, and then that's your maps version. That's where that is. The owner's manual's also there. Dealers' workshops of interest. Profile and vehicle sharing, main user transfer, and delete vehicle. That's good, because I don't think Kia Connect had a delete vehicle that worked. Right, so I think that's all. Right, there's a few things wrong with it, so I'll just go over the little buggets that have so far been found by myself and quite a few others who've let me know in the comments. So it keeps logging me out and losing my settings. It's done that 2 or 3 times now, so I don't know what the time is between using it and it logging you out. Maybe it's a day, day and a half, or 2 days. Now, driving detail is 8 hours out, probably because the time is coming from Korea. Even though I've set unit to miles, kilometers keeps appearing in various screens, which I've shown you on the screen. If you run both apps, you get double notifications, but I guess you can turn notifications off on one or the other. But they both happily coexist side by side. So, what do I think? I think it's a big step up from Kia Connect. I think it's only version 1, so it will improve and the bugs will be ironed out. I think it's a definite step forward. I hope they keep the maps coming from Korea, because they're telling the truth about Tesla chargers. So you can set a destination, but obviously won't precondition yet. So is that a sign that the Tesla charger database is coming to an updated version of maps, and also will come to the Euro online version? Don't know, but hopefully it will. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching.